Good morning, guys. Sheena here with Olle Gardens. Hope that you are doing well. Today is, I had planned to do this video outside, but the weather had other plans, and I could have probably did it in the high tunnel, but there's a considerable distance between the house and the high tunnel, and with the rain, it's just not a good idea to possibly get the equipment wet and seeds wet and things like that. So what I want to do today is go ahead and start our experiment that I had mentioned to you guys on the last video. Today, what we're going to be doing is using our, I already start labeling everything out here, our air propagation trays. We're going to take them and we're going to plant the exact same thing, the exact same seeds, seed medium, seed starting medium, everything is the same. And we're going to plant another 72 count tray. Between the both of them, they will all have the exact same things in them, okay? So let me slide this back out of the way here. These will be a mix of peppers and eggplants that we will be using for high tunnel production, but also field and raised bed production. And we always start, I usually start earlier, but you know, it is what it is. I didn't get an opportunity to start when I wanted to because I didn't have supplies that I wanted to have on hand. But our Bootstrap farmer order came through, and it came very quickly. I really appreciate that, and I'm really excited to go ahead and get planting in them and see how this process works versus using the peat pellets that, you know, that we're accustomed to using. And I'm a little nervous. It's always interesting when you're trying something new and different, that feeling of excitement and nervousness and just anticipation about how things are going to go just kind of builds up in your stomach, and it's just like, ah! So that's where I am right now. So you notice in those trays that I showed you, they already had some labels. I had started labeling when I filled the seed trays with soil or medium, and I ran out of labels. So those labels came with that other kit that I showed you, the little cute little scientific experiment fun trays with the lights built in and the humidity dome. So those were extra labels from there. I'm actually out of, but you know what? No, that's the other reason why I like the Jiffy trays. They came with labels as well. So buying labels isn't something that I've had to do because of buying the Jiffy tray. So see, this is opening up all kinds of new doors for me that I need to travel through. So what I decided to do is I just bought these popsicle sticks from Dollar Tree, and then I also bought, because I've used popsicle sticks before, but sometimes the marker just kind of absorbs into the wood, and then it's just like all blended together and it's hard to read what you actually wrote. So what I also did was got these multi-use labels at 72 in there, and they are 3 inch by 1 inch size. So I'm just gonna, you know, fold it over this popsicle stick and then write on there what I want to write on there, and then let that be it. And I'm gonna have to make a note this year to check my labels frequently for fading, because I really do need to make sure that I am paying attention to what specific seed is performing in what way in the high tunnel. And it's impossible to do that accurately if your labels are fading and you don't know what plant is what after the fact. So it's very important. Me and my daughter had actually, in our kitchen, when we did our kitchen remodel, we actually took resin and kind of created a ocean like look on the bar with inlaid LED lights and sparkles and all kinds of other stuff. We just made it really fun. And I thought about the fact that if I could find a mold, I could make labels and just put the resin around them, and that resin is not going anywhere once it sets. So it's just an idea for future. I may try to figure that out some kind of way, but anyway, I'm way off base. So the the plants that we've already made the labels for, I'm just going to go down the list of what we have here. Let's see, I'm going to try to go in order. So we have our long purple eggplant from Melanated Organics. We did this last year and it did well for us, but I think the heat might have been too much for it in the high tunnel. So the next is this Carmen sweet pepper. Not grown this before, but Whispering Willow Farm, they had good success with this pepper in their high tunnel, and so this year we're just really having to make sure that we're planting all high tunnel varieties, ones that are just really tolerant of heat, because it can get really hot in the high tunnel in the summertime, like really hot. So we're also doing 6 and 6, 6 in the air propagation and 6 in the regular cell tray. Next we have J-Lo. J-Lo is another eggplant. Where are you? Not Jenny from the block, not Jennifer Lopez, but this is, here we go. I got this one because it was a recommended greenhouse variety. I have refused to get it in years past because you get 10 seeds, and I can't remember, I think this packet is $13, and I'm just like, no, I cannot spend that much money. That's more than $1 per seed. However, after experiencing as many losses as we did 2022, the summer of 2022, when that heat wave came through and the high tunnel was like 120 degrees plus, yeah, I'll do it. I'll spend the $13 for the 10 seeds. Next we have Sprinter. Sprinter is a pepper. Oh, these are saved seeds. Okay, so if you have farm buddies, reach out to them, exchange seeds with them. We do all the time with our farm buddies, fellow homesteaders, Hawkins Homestead Farm. We exchange seeds with them. Others that we just have interacted with, made friends with over the years. It's just like farming and growing, gardening is a whole community. So this particular pepper was good for me in the high tunnel in 2020, I believe it was, when we first got the high tunnel up and running. And then the following year in 2021, for some reason I wasn't able to get seeds. And so Rachel, who got the seeds, she harvested some and saved some from some plants that she grew and shared those with me. And so we're going to be growing from saved seed on that Sprinter. I cannot remember if Sprinter is an hybrid or not, but if it was, it'll be interesting to see how this particular set of seeds, saved seeds, do. Okay, Sprinter, and then we have another eggplant. This is Angela. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up right quick. And the reason I want to is I can't remember which one of these eggplants is what. So I'm just pulling up Johnny's website now. Let's see. Angela. Okay, this is the one that kind of looks like a fairy tale variety. It's really pretty. So that's Angela. And what the website says is that it's excellent flavor from visually striking glossy dark purple fruit with white striping. Angela has very high yields and strong plant make it through long greenhouse season. Okay, so that is probably why I ordered that particular. Oh, and it's on sale. This pack of seeds, where's Angela? Okay, this pack of seeds, you get 10 seeds in here. It's normally $19.15, but it was on sale for $13.41. So I got that one. Now let's pull up JLo. I believe the JLo is a black or dark purple. I think they call it black. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yes, JLo, which is the one I was showing you earlier here, it was also on sale. It is normally, for this mini pack of 10, is normally $17.20, and we paid $12.04 because it is on sale. Take advantage of our overstock position. JLo is a black Italian type for greenhouse production. JLo is high yielding and has the vigor to make it through a long season under greenhouse conditions. Beautiful glossy black fruits have excellent flavor. Fruits become firm at a small size, allowing it to be harvested at half-pound baby size or as a quarter-pound mini eggplant. Spineless plant with green calyx. So I'll show you this picture as well. It's pretty. Oh, it's so cute. Then we have I alternated them in the trays because I don't like to have all the peppers together, because for me, my mind says I'm going to accidentally mix up something. So I like to do like different varieties if I'm doing like a big tray, like a 72 count, unless I'm doing something like lettuce or lettuce. Oh, fennel, lettuce, fennel, some type of green like mustard or collard. I'm not gonna do 72 of any one variety of like eggplant or tomato or pepper. Like, we have a small growing space, and so in that growing space I need to grow as many varieties as possible. Indeterminate tomatoes, determinants, just like it all has to be mixed up. So unless it's a green, generally speaking, it's not, or herb, it's not going to be 72 of anything. So I'm alternating, you know, with what I'm planting. Our Jimmy Nardello Italian sweet drying pepper. This is another one. I believe it was maybe Jess with Roots and Refuge that is either her or Whispering Willow that had good results with this particular variety. And I love sweet peppers. You know, we do a lot of spice blends where we're taking the peppers and the onions and the herbs, whatever, and we're dehydrating them, and then we're blending them with salt to make spice blends. And so I'm always in hunt for a good pepper for that. And this one is really good for drying according to the website information and even what it says here. All right, and finally, as far as what's on or already labeled, is the, y'all, how do I say that? Artusa Italian eggplant. I believe this is a white eggplant. Let me see. Yep. Okay. There it is. Pretty, right? We did the Casper eggplant, and it honestly did better outside of the greenhouse than inside. The Casper eggplant, the Thai long green eggplant, they both did excellent in raised beds, but not in the high tunnel. Rachel, I hope you watch this video because you just texted me, are you seeding now? I am seeding right now, and I'm recording it, and I can't text you because I'm using my phone to record it. Let me see if I can respond. on my watch. I can. I seldomly use this feature. Why, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, that's funny. All right, so that's that. I think I had like one oddball left over. Yep. So I had a label for the True Heart NR sweet pepper. I don't remember anything about that pepper. So let's go to Southern Exposure. And look it up and see. Maybe I can figure out why I decided to do that one. Oh, okay. Okay, it says, oh, this is what it looks like. It says that it's a classic Southern pimento pepper, now with newly added nematode resistance. Very flavorful, heart-shaped fruit, 2 to 3 inches thick flesh. Use fresh, roasted, peeled, or canned, especially well suited for salads, Spanish omelets, or eating out of hand like an apple. Productive plants are tall and sturdy with good foliage cover. Okay. All right. So I'm not exactly sure what exactly drew me to it, other than maybe the canning part, because I may be interested in using it in some salsa. All right. So that's what we have so far. We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 more slots that need to be labeled, and this is what we're going to be planting in them. This is some seeds that I ordered from in my gardener. It's been a while since I've ordered from them because I had so many seeds, y'all. I have so many seeds, and as bad as I am, I'm not as bad as some. So I'm not gonna get down on myself today about that. All right, so I'm not gonna go through all of these peppers, these plants with you, just the ones that I am planning on planting in this tray. Hubby wanted to get back into the hot peppers this year, so oh no. Okay, I have more I have more seed packets than I have spaces left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can only do, unless I don't do 6 of them. I'm gonna do another tray. Banana pepper. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need that many eggplants. That's a lot of eggplants. This is the this is the process. This is a process that happens. Thanks for coming. Okay, so this is what I got. Listada de Ganita. Listada de Ganita eggplant. it kind of looks like that other one. That was Angela. So it'll be nice to do a side-by-side comparison on production as well as flavor, all of that, with these two. They look a lot alike, but it says on the back, this beautiful Italian heirloom eggplant has gorgeous violet and white streaks. This sweet eggplant is oval shaped, easy to cook, and requires no peeling. Okay. I'm scared to say this. I don't want to say something wrong or bad. I'm gonna call it Oswald eggplant. Massive dark purple variety, can grow up to 3 pounds or more. It is sweet and tender and makes a delicious variety to grill or bake. Originally from Iraq, this variety is heat tolerant and will produce abundantly. Now I know that is exactly why I got this one, because I thought since it is very heat tolerant because of where it hails from, it should be a good one for the high tonal. So that one. Okay, Turkish eggplant. Let me tell you about this eggplant. So when we first started doing gardening and we were making it a serious thing, this is one of the eggplants that I grew successfully, and it just kind of took my heart because look at it. It's so stinking cute. It was rather seedy, so when I made it, the family just was not feeling it. But I don't think I also grew them as big and as healthy as they could have been because I was new and just learning a lot. So I'm happy to try it again with more experience and more knowledge about what I'm doing. It says on the back, if you love eggplant, you'll like this unique heirloom variety. This variety produces 4-inch round deep orange fruits that resemble oranges hanging on a small tree. Beautiful green streaks add character and flavor that is a bit softer than the traditional eggplant, and that is true. This variety is soft and buttery when cooked or fried. The seeds are smaller and less noticeable, which gives this variety a desirable texture when cooking. That for me was not the case, but again, maybe I wasn't growing them or harvesting them when I should. The richest flavored eggplant variety in the world. That's a big claim. I know, it was good though. I can say that much. And it's just so stinking cute. So I felt like these would be a nice eye catcher on the tables also at farmers markets too. This is probably something that's not going to sell very great online because, you know, who wants an orange eggplant, you know, but to see it in person and see how beautiful it is, to touch it and hold it, you know, someone may be interested. We're also going to be, we're going back to our peppers now. I have some saved shishito seeds, but I wanted to do some new ones as well. A fiercely flavored pepper that is demanding a place in kitchens across the world, stemming from Japan. This is one of the local cuisine's most highly prized peppers. The shishito pepper is also wonderful, pickled and fresh. This prolific producer is hot, sweet, and crisp, and it is absolutely prolific. We ignored two of our raised beds that had 1 or 2 of these randomly placed in it, and they were killing it, just like all the time, killing it. So those are probably the 4 that I'm going to go ahead and plant in those spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and get those labels ready, and we'll get started planting those. I made some adjustments. I decided that I only wanted to do a total of 6 of the Lista de Gandia. Only 6, so 3 in each tray. And I'm only going to be doing 6 of the Oswald and also 6 of the Turkish orange. And doing it that way, I will have 3 more cells in each one of the trays on those rows. And I will do this Tobago pepper, which is a traditional ingredient in jerk seasoning in the Caribbean. A gorgeous garlic pepper reaching 2 to 3 inches long with just a hint of heat, but mostly sweet. This is the kind of thing I need in my life because the hot just kills me. And then of course we have banana pepper. We'll do a total of 6 of those as well, 3 in each tray. So that's gonna take care of our last 4 rows, and we're just gonna get these planted. Mm-hmm. They are.
What's happening?
I didn't do any morning glories yet.
Aren't they in? They keep coming back somewhere.
That would be a perennial.
Stamps is right now. Probably close to $1, isn't it? I remember a time it was 45 cents.
All right, old man. All right, old man. Now we got to do it all over again, guys. Now we got to do it on our purple tray. So let's get it out.
Oh, you're recording?
Yeah, I ain't recording.
My bad.
Okay, so I forgot that the Angela as well as the J-Lo eggplants both only had 10 seeds total. So with doing 6 per tray, that's 12. So we're going to be short a few. So the J-Lo actually had 11 seeds. So I only have 1 empty spot there. I don't know what the case will be with the Angela. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the loofah gourd. It said to start 4 to 6 weeks before last frost. We're a little bit below that, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and I'm trying to determine if I'm gonna grow this in a pot or not. I'm not sure yet. But I have an area where it can climb either way, so I'm gonna put one of these in each cell extra that I have left over from the Angela and J-Lo spots. So I've got one here, and I'm gonna go ahead and label that because I'll be looking confused later on. They look like watermelon seeds. Look at that. They do not look like, wow. Cool. Okay, so all of our seed trays are planted up. All cells are filled. We've sprayed them down really well. Even areas that have become a little hydrophobic have absorbed the water, and I have found that the best way for germinating eggplants and peppers is to have a good bit of heat and humidity. I do have some lids that I think will fit these, but they're outside. So for now, I'm just simply going to put over a clear plastic bag, and these are just some large produce bags that we use for like greens and things like that. I just happen to be large enough to slide these into. Doesn't have to be a clear bag, but the fact that it's clear will help me to be able to observe if there's any germination. But if you didn't have a clear one on hand, you could use saran wrap to trap in the moisture, create some humidity. Slide on here. Okay. Now, the end of this, the end of this is open. It wasn't enough to tie it off, so I'm simply gonna tape down the ends with a little bit of tape. Just some tape. Okay, it is, what's today's date? I think it's the 26th. Yes, it is the 26th of January. It's been 8 days since this tray was seeded. Well, 8 days? Yeah, 8 days since this tray was seeded. It was seeded on January 18th. And we have activity. These came up overnight. I checked before I went to bed last night when I checked the moisture level. We have the Oswald Lista Gandia also up, and we have some Turkish eggplant coming up. Oh, this tray has got a, what is that, a shishito right there?
Oh, it feels so nice.
Yep, that's a shishito about to come up there. And over here we have an Angela eggplant. So we've got, that's pretty quick for eggplant, 8 days. Generally for me, eggplant is usually about a minimum of 10 days. So I just removed that bag off of it, the bag that you guys saw me put on, when I saw that we had some germination. Now, since the majority of this tray is not germinated, I am going to leave it on the heat mat for a little bit longer, but I'm not too much longer, because I do not want these to get leggy or unhealthy. So probably tomorrow is when I'm going to take it off the heat mat. So let's just hope we get some activity. But these guys are they're just overzealous. I mean, good gracious. Generally, eggplants and peppers are about the same amount of time coming up, which is why I have no problem seeding them together. But in this particular case, we've got one shishito and a bunch of eggplants that are coming up and nothing else. So this is one tray. This is our 72 standard cell tray from Bootstrap Farmer. Now, we also have the air propagation tray over that's seeded with the same things, if you'll remember. So let's go and see what activity we have there. Okay, so don't do this to yourself. In my haste to get something planted in every cell, when I realized I was going to be short on the Angela eggplant, since it only had 10 seeds instead of 12, I, if you'll remember, decided to do the loofah in 3 different cells. This cell, this cell, and this cell. And you can see the loofah is like up, up, up. Yeah, up, up, up. So I'm probably going to scoop that out of there actually and put it in something else. And so that it can continue its growth process. I don't know what I was thinking. That's a no-no. Don't do that. However, here's the thing. I'm new to loofah, so I didn't know how long it would take to germinate. But most squash-like plants are usually pretty quick to germinate. So again, that was my fumble. Let's see what else we got going on over here. Let's see. We've got Turkish eggplant right there. And there's another one back there about to break ground. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. And we've got... we don't have any shishitos coming up over here. The other one over there was just breaking ground. We have the Lista de Grandia. It's coming up. Oswald. What is this? Artrusa. We've got an Artrusa over here. I don't think we have one on the other tray. And we don't have any Angela coming up. We had some in the other tray. And of course, we've got these giant leggy things. Okay. So I think we have a little bit more germination in that other tray. But it's interesting to see that it's just about the exact same things that are germinating. So those are definitely some good seeds. We got those from Emma Gardner. And there are... Artressa is a Johnny's. The loofah is also in my Gardner. So yeah, so we'll just keep following everything along and see how it's doing. I'm going to have to shift some things around to get the light where it needs to be for these plant babies. Let's look and see how our peppers are doing up here. I have them right up under the light. And oh, look, we finally got a Jamaican Scotch bonnet. Yay. Just one so far. But yeah, these are doing good. We have our, what is this? Cinderella Peach Zinnia there. That's doing good. We have 2 days of freezing temperature. And then these are going out into the high tunnel. All of the flowers will be. This is the Senora Zinnia and the blue African daisy. Blue disc African daisy. And this is what I'm really excited about. You guys may not find this very exciting, but I have not been able to grow nasturtium. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But would you look at that? And you can see some of the seeds are not doing anything. But these 3, 5, 6 are doing great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love the way nasturtiums taste. I love that peppery kick that they have. The leaves as well as the flowers. So this brings me so much joy. And that is the something Alaskan red shades nasturtium. All right. So this is 8 days for our comparison between the 72 count standard cell tray from Bootstrap Farmer and then the 72 count air prune tray from Bootstrap Farmer. So we're just going to keep going, and we'll bring you back whenever there's significant life that we want to show you. Stay tuned. Don't do this. Just don't do it. I can't believe I did that.